waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by thunder. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
And we're back with Season 3, Episode 3 of Genshin Impact. Anyways, let's get into the game because there's so much to do and so little time to do so. Okay, so last episode, we were working on the Sacred Sakura cleansing ritual. And we did... Okay, well I can't show it, but anyways, it's we actually, well, let me back up. We actually started right here, just to the right of this teleport. We talked with some person. Well, wait a minute. Actually, no, that was the masked maiden. Yeah. So we talked with this masked maiden, and it kind of led us on a quest, which had us investigate Koda Village, which is located right here. Well, anyways, after we did some investigating and solved the little mystery that was going on there, that mystery then led us over to... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That mystery first led us into the well behind... Oh, let me get that off there. Into the well behind the chief's house, which inside that well, we were able to cleanse the first of 5... what was it called? And hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had to go tend to a cat. Kitty cat was where kitty cat shouldn't have been. Anyways, okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so we had to go in the well. We had to cleanse. I'm trying to think. Exactly what it's called. The Thunder Sakura roots. Okay? We had to cleanse them. Yeah. Okay, trying to get this straight. Anyways, after cleansing the roots behind the house, which was inside a well behind the house, then our little quest led us up to this area right here, which that took forever. All because of the fact I kept missing one little thing that I was... Yeah. Anyways, after doing this area here, it led us to down below, right where you can see the water right there. Went down in there, cleansed the second Sakura root, if I could say it like that. Anyways, where's the... Yeah. Okay, so anyways, we still have 3 more root locations to cleanse. There's one in Jinju Forest, or Chinju, I think it's Chinju. One in front of the estate here, so right near the teleporter somewhere. Which, note, I don't know where these are, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to find them in this episode and cleanse them. So anyways, yeah, so the one's in front of the estate, and then the other one, which you actually do know where it's at, which is... What the hey? One moment. Okay, finally back after... Oh, I don't even know how long it's been. Yeah, lost internet. Okay, so... Had to exit the game and reload back in. Just, oh my god. Anyways, okay, so now back to the game. Where were we even at? I was talking about what we did, and then I said... Okay, I said what we were going to do. Okay, so there's one in the forest, one in the estate, and then there's one here. Okay, yeah, and then we know where this one is. I remember that. Okay, I was saying... I think that's probably right where the internet cut out. So... Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so we need to go to these 3 locations and continue this cleansing quest, all to get to yet another quest after that. And then after that quest, then we'll finally be able to take on this event right here called 8 Locales Over Mountains and Seas. Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's get moving. And wow, that scenery. Oh no. Not these guys again. Wait, did he just disappear for a second? I was actually looking at the ball on the screen trying to read what was being said, but I don't know because that stupid enemy got in the way. Great, now I have no idea what was said in regards to where this thing is at. They might have actually just said where it's at, and I don't know. Thanks a lot, enemy. You know, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. That is bad game design whenever they just automatically have the text come up out of the blue real fast, doesn't let you clear through it, and it can happen anytime, even while in combat, as shown right there. And yeah, that's bad game design. They need to have it like the rest of the text, where, you know, it goes into... Oh. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think it's leading us to that statue. Yeah, you know what? If I remember correctly from what was happening in the story of last episode. Yeah, so let's follow the path here. Anyways, as I was saying though, yeah, it should be like the rest of the stuff where, you know, we go into conversation with someone, or make it so that the enemies can't attack us whenever this bubble comes. And actually, that's the other thing too. I don't appreciate the fact that the enemies can attack us while we're in conversation.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
And then like that. That's also extremely bad game design whenever the text comes up so fast that it's literally off in a split second. That is the worst game design ever. So, yeah. Just saying. Just pointing that out. Hey, wait a minute. That name, that's the name of the one character that, the guy was talking about. He said, "Are you such and such?" "No, you can't be, blah, 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 blah." And that means the character that the guy was talking about was the one that was transformed into this thing. My name is... okay, now I still don't know how you pronounce this. Irory? Maybe it's Ira? I don't know. No. Maybe if I forget the I. Okay, forget the I. Iro. Yeah, just forget the I, the last one, go with Iro. My name is Iro. Do whatever you want. Kill me if that be your will. Wow, the statue's talking. And it's so scared that it can barely string a sentence together. I am no statue. This unseemly appearance is but the work of a temporary seal. My name is Iro, the world-renowned Bake Dunkey? I don't know. Okay, how about we just rename the Don Quixote? Yeah. Anyways, rolling, let's go with the first one. Iroh? What? Are you telling me that folk nowadays have heard naught of Iroh? The TG scroll, Iroh's teapot, Kashuin Ogbeshi, or no, Obayashi, Yogo, or Yugo Tenuki? I don't know. Gassen? Of these tales, have you heard nothing? Ah, how long has my mind seal persisted? That should be mine, not mine. Anyways. But if you wanted to say mine, I think it had been worded a little differently. Anyways. I'm here to collect a debt. No. I mean you no harm. What? You aren't here to destroy me? Come now. Why did you not say so earlier then? Ahem. Well then, speak. Why have you come seeking me? The Lord of Don Quixote. And yeah, I'm gonna straight up call him that because I'm not gonna. Yeah, just for a joke. Anyways, he's Don Quixote now, and yeah. This is about the sacred Sakura cleansing ritual. The sacred secular what now? What is that? Some manner of Oni treasure? This guy's unbelievable. Is he really Miss Masked Maiden's old friend? Oh wait, it was the maiden saying that? I thought it was the guy saying that. Oh. Huh? I could have sworn it was the guy. Well, no, yeah, she could know him too, but I could have sworn it was the guy that was asking for. Well, whatever. It's either way. Either way. We heard about this person before, but we didn't like hear much about it. We just know this person existed. All right, and Paimon continues to say. Anyway, we're looking for something hidden inside a kitsune statue. Why are you looking for that, might I ask? Now we're getting somewhere. It's on that Combs account that I was sealed in here for. 1,000 years? I don't know how long it's been. Sunlight doesn't come through the Chinju forest. There's no way to tell time. Back then, I wreaked havoc everywhere to lure that sneaky kitsune out, but it was all in vain. Eventually, I decided to vent my anger by dismantling one of those kitsune statues, and I found a comb inside, which gave me an idea. The comb was hidden inside a kitsune statue, and even had the Hakuzuan symbol on it, which reminded me of her white fur. Thus I concluded immediately that it must be very important, in which case I just needed to hide the comb, and that sneaky kitsune would surely come out. Yep, treasure's a good way to lure people out for sure. Then what happened? Then came one of the humans from the Yugo 3. He defeated my tribe and I, turning all of us to stone. So that's why Iroh is afraid of humans. Huh, humans? They're so short-lived, and they can't even transform. I don't get why that kitsune likes them so much. The guy who sealed me up was especially infuriating. He even told me to strike a nice pose so that I could become nice scenery. Why that little? Well, you do make for nice scenery. You... How could you? And then Paimon whispers, hey, don't annoy him, or we may never get that word? The ward. I mean to say that you look really bold and burly. That's right. You make this dark forest look so much more colorful. And? Like the statue of a god. Well, so being sealed up is not such a bad thing after all, eh? See, humans don't mean you any harm. I reckon I can see where you're going, but at the same time, I also don't. Could we borrow that comb you spoke of? Well, you certainly could, but only if you could play with the children first. Wait, what? Sure, that's easy. No, Paimon, no. Just no. Ha! Oh, here, we'll go with this one. Yes, that's right. I play with Paimon all the time. Hey! Oh, for crying out... No, I'm not pronouncing those three names. S, GK, and KB. Go find these three little Tenyukai and play with them. I would do it, but as you can see, I'm not exactly at any liberty to move. That dreaded fellow was a bit sloppy when he sealed them. That's why some of them were able to get out earlier. Wait, that's not correct. We should say rather that we, Dun Quixote, are the most powerful indeed. It's only normal, therefore, that we could free ourselves from a mere human seal. Well, what about you then? Ahem. You speak the truth, Iroh, the mighty and powerful. Although their power can't really compare to mine, they can still use it to hide themselves. Alright then, off you go. Oh, okay, so now we're on that third quest we were supposed to do. Okay. Wow, I could barely even read that. Come on, switch. Okay, so this is one of the ones we were supposed to look for. Oh, so that first one we found was counted as one of them. And hey, here's one of these statues. Sky Kitsune statue that was supposed to protect the ward. It's empty inside. Maybe it was hidden by Miss Mask's old friend. Let's go find out. Miss Mask Paimon? Paimon just came up with a nickname. How is it? Easy to remember, right? What if I don't want to answer either of these? I'll just say not at all. Well, forget it then. Anyway, let's go find some clues first. You know, what's the point of choice whenever it gives you the exact same choice, essentially? Because technically that was almost saying the same thing. Which is basically no. The word no to Paimon. Instead of, there was no option there to say yes to Paimon. Okay, there's the last one. Whoops, I'm out of the zone. There you are. There. Wait, did he become something? There. Well done. They seem to be quite happy. Oh. Oh no. Problem. Oh wait, no. I said that wrong. Oh, no problem. Let me ask them for you. GK was asking, if you are humans, why do you smell like Tenukai? Actually, that's right. I demand an explanation. Why do you smell like Tenukai? You're only asking this now? It was the masked shrine maiden. Right, that's what happened. Miss Masked Maiden cooked us a very lavish meal earlier, and she said that she used magic she secretly learned from the Don Quixote to make it. What? She learned our magic in secret? How dare she? Could it be? Oh, come on. That sneaky kitsune? If she was still alive, she could at least have come over to say hello, right? She's a shrine maiden with a mask, and she called you an old friend. Mask? I don't know anyone with a mask. Don't know any shrine maidens either. I sure do know a kitsune, though. That said, that sneaky kitsune did appear in the form of a shrine maiden before. What does the shrine maiden you speak of look like? She wears a white fox mask. Anything else? She had short black hair. And she wore a shrine maiden outfit. Don't know her. Never seen anyone like that in my life. Is that so? Yeah, sure. Leave it to me. S said, "It was fun playing with you. Thanks." Paimon had a lot of fun too. So, about that comb? Now, I am the world-renowned Don Quixote Iroh, and I will surely keep my word. You may have the comb. But what do you plan to do with the comb anyway? It probably still smells like kitsune. Well, here's what happened. What? I didn't realize that it was so important. Should have said so earlier. I was sealed over this thing for 1,000 years? Ugh, stop sneaking it. Stop speaking so lightly of my misfortunes. Never mind. It's all water under the bridge now. I do also have some inkling about the barrier near the forest. Back when I was fighting that sneaky kitsune, I once saw it on the eastern shoreline. Or, it's not shoreline. Eastern seashore. It looks like a thunder sakura with a torii gate, right? Back when that guy was battling demons or whatever, I was worried that some of them might come out to hurt us. So I used magic to put a seal on that place. Let me see. The seal should be under the cliff face to the east. KB, take them there and remove the seal. Thank you, Iroh. Alright. Enough jibber-jabber. Go now. If you run into that sneaky kitsune, remember to send her my regards. Just say, let me think. You've ticked me off real good this time, you jerk. Come back and fight me. Our contest isn't over yet. And help me break this seal while you're at it. Would you? It's not as if I couldn't do it myself or anything, but you still owe me a favor. Also, GK says he misses you. Whoa, that's a lot to remember. Okay, there's the next ward that we needed.
The more the merrier. First round's on me.
Nah, got it. Oh, he saw me. Oh good, he forgot about me. This is it? It's just a bunch of bare stones. seems to be using some kind of magic too. Whoa, the stones disappeared. That's amazing. So this is Don Quixote's magic? Seems kind of fun. Thank you, KB. Let's play hide and seek next time. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that really helped. Oh, good gosh. Which one are we dealing with? Okay, I think I figured out the pattern. Oh, I mean, which ones are which. I just need to look at the pattern. Oh, wait a minute. There's one I'm missing. I'm missing... Let's see, those two... Yeah, I'm missing one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay, no, they're all here.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Wait, how can that one be twice? Really? Okay, what'd I do wrong? I'm sure that those two down there is the one at the 4 o'clock point and the 2 o'clock point. I want to believe that that one over there is the 12. That one's got to be the 9, and then the one down there has got to be the 7. But I don't understand. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's hard to
No,
remain on dry
I
land
missed
for
the.
so long. Never quite seem to get my land legs back.
Okay, no matter what, that's definitely number 2. But now that I look at it, I was thinking that was number 3, but actually the one down below could be number 3. Okay, let's try it that way. Apparently that didn't work either. Okay, now I'm starting to get ticked. 2. Okay, now I just tried it both ways. What am I missing here?
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Okay, 1 and 2 are definite. So that one down there is definite, and that one right there is definite. But it gets confusing at the next part. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might see. 1 is the 4 o'clock marker. 2 is the... Yeah, I said 9, but that looks more
Cold beer
10.
after a hard day's work.
Nah, it looks more like 9:30. Whatever. Either way, nah, we'll say 9. Alright, so it's definitely that one. That's number 2, definitely. But I'm thinking maybe that one up there, which would be the 12 o'clock, and the one down there, which would be
If you ever
the
wanna trade
2 o'clock.
tactics, I'm always ready.
Both of them are listed at 3 at the same time, and then down there, that one would be just 4. Yeah. No. What do they want? I mean, you know, if there was like some kind of a marker. Because this one crisscrosses. Again, 1 and 2 are definitely definite. But what the hay is with
on dry land for so long.
the upper one, that one, and the lower one down there, that one? Oh, unless... No, I already tried the other way. There goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We tried that. We also tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is trying to tell us to do something new, that is extremely dumb because of the fact that it never told us we were supposed to do anything new. All this time, it's been basically showing us 1 has to be 1, 1 has to be 2, 1 has to be 3, 1 has to be 4, 1 has to be 5. Now, I did try it with having 2 of them as number 3 and 1 as number 4, but obviously it's not supposed to be because, as we can see here, the puzzle clearly states 2, 3, 4, 5. There's supposed to be 1 of each. Now, I've done the 3 different combinations that you can get from this. Or, I'm sorry, the 2 if you do it as I said, the normal way. Because if you look at the top of my character's head, I'll use that as the pointer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 1 combo.
Cold beer after
Here's the other
a
one.
day's
1,
work.
2, 3, 4, 5. We did that combination as well. There's no other combination.
If you ever want to trade
The only
outfits,
thing I could
I'm
say
always
is go back to another one, but that's impossible. You can't do that because it's not a 1, so it can't go like 5 then 1. And there's no 6, so you can't go 5 to 6. This is so stupid. I'm gonna have to look it up on the internet. This is flipping ridiculous. Alright, anyways, BRB. This makes no sense whatsoever. in the video I just watched, the puzzle is where that one over there and that one over there is both supposed to say 2. Looking at this...
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
No, that makes no sense. That literally makes no flippin' sense whatsoever compared to the other puzzles we did. Yeah, in the video they had these 2 as 2. This one down here was 3. And this one right here was 4. That makes literally no sense. So it's going from 1, 2, and 2 up there. 3, and 4. That's 1.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
No, even if we look at the lines that are coming from, none of them equal 4. Even if we look at the puzzle a different way. Like saying, like, oh, okay, well, you gotta put how many lines are connected. Okay, which that could be one thing, because, like, there's one line connected to the first one. Okay, there's 2 lines to 2 of them, then there's 3. But there's no 4. There's literally no 4. And yet it's telling me that, at least in this video, it's saying that's 4. Here, I'll get up closer. Again, that's if we're even looking at the puzzle this way. Because the other puzzles they're based on you follow the line. This one, I don't even know. Yeah, because again, this one, again, using my top of my head, that's 1. There is 2 coming from this one. There's 2 coming from that one. There's 2 coming from that one, and there's 4 coming. Sorry, 3 coming from that one. There's no 4. So where the flip do they get 4? And then if we look at the original way, the other puzzles we're looking at, it made no sense because like 1, 2, and then wait, which one's this one? Is this supposed to be 3? That's supposed to be 3, and then you know what? This makes no flipping sense. Whoever made this puzzle needs their head examined. Say.
Take this. Cut down like this.
I mean, literally, that wasn't even a puzzle. That was just, oh, let's just randomly guess what each one's going to be. That's not a solution. That is not a solution to that puzzle because the puzzle, it's like saying, oh, here, we're going to play the puzzle game Sudoku, okay? But then instead of putting the numbers in the way it's supposed to go, instead, oh, we're just going to, all of a sudden, instead of filling in numbers, we're going to put in words. And we're going to put, chess words. And we're going to say, okay, this is the king, this is the queen. And you're like, what? You're playing Sudoku. You're supposed to put numbers in there. You know, it's not in other words, it's not the correct... There's no solution here. So what's going on? It's just, oh, okay, well, we're just going to, you know, randomly fiddle with it, and that's that. The other puzzles, there's logic to them. This, no. Just no and no. And anyways, when I was reading up on the comments and stuff for this video that I was able to find, there's a bunch of people that were saying how they had to use this guide because they couldn't figure this out. Like one person said 1 hour of trying, another person replied to that person saying, oh wait, no, not that one. There was another one. I know I saw another one where somebody said 2 hours. So I'm looking right now at the 1 hour one comment. Can't find it. But anyways, but still, it's just... This is ridiculous when we all have to pretty much go to the internet to figure out something that there should be something. I mean, even if the game had like a... You know, like a key, like, to the puzzle. So in other words, what I mean by that is whenever you have puzzles and stuff, normally there'll be some kind of a key, some kind of a... Like, even if it's just a simple text, you know, to tell you something, and it would give you... And I'm not saying to hold hand. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything for holding hands, okay? You know, holding your hand through the puzzle. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there should be some kind of a way. You can't just, like, put down... Actually, I can go back to Sudoku for a second. Say if... Even though a bad example, though. I will say this is going to be a bad example, but hopefully you understand. It's like putting the game Sudoku in front of a child and just telling the kid, go solve it, but yet say there's no numbers in any of the boxes. Okay? But the kid has to automatically try to figure out what's going on. And note, you didn't tell the kid to put numbers in the boxes. Okay? So the kid is looking at or I should say person, I'm just saying kid, you know, because there'd normally be a kid that wouldn't know Sudoku. As I was saying, yeah, you have the Sudoku boxes in front of you, but there's no numbers, no explanation, no anything. So literally you're just sitting there seeing boxes and you're like, what am I supposed to do here? You know? What am I supposed to... How am I supposed to figure out this puzzle? You see what I'm saying? So it's just... That's what this puzzle was, right here. No explanation. No logic, no reasoning. At least the other ones had logic. The other ones had reasoning. You know, you figure it out over time. I feel like we're starting to play, oh, what was that game? I can't remember what it was. It was the one with the island. Oh, fruitcake. I can't remember the name of it. BRB. Finally found it. It was just referring to The Witness. It was a puzzle game. You're on an island. And anyways, that game, good gosh, that game was a complete mess. Especially there was this like hidden area. Well, I wouldn't say hidden. It's something you can only access, like, I think after you finish the game. And the puzzle itself changes all the time, and it's like impossible to figure it out. I mean, literally, like, once I got to a certain point in the game, I literally just had to, like, look up everything else to figure... Well, okay, I wouldn't say everything. There was some things I was able to do later on. But there were so many things, like, once I got past a certain point that I was like, okay, what is this? What is that? What is you know, it was ridiculous. Like, where the fruitcake these puzzles... I mean, even looking at the answers and stuff, and then trying to compare it in the game, trying to actually understand and figure it out, the puzzles even in this game were like, what the fruitcake? How do you come to this conclusion? You know, there was literally no logic, even whenever they would, like, because there would be, like, say, even a lot of it was mainly environmental puzzles. Okay, like, you have to look at the area, you gotta look at the maybe even something like something. I remember there was puzzles in like your path was the answer, you know, different things like that, and those had a little bit of logic to them. Okay, but there was some in the game that was like, there's literally no logic. It's just, oh, let me just randomly move this line from A to B, but go, like, make 10 million turns in the process and get there. Okay, yeah, like, what? Again, I'm not doing his best explaining, but this game was a mess. And with that puzzle we just did in Genshin Impact, it reminded me of this in the worst kind of way. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Okay, we're back to the game, finally. But, it just, puzzles like that really irritate me. Again, like the Sudoku example, okay? You know, you gotta at least tell us something. Can't just be like, oh, hey, like trying to tell a little kid, oh, yeah, what's 2 plus 2, but not actually explain what the number 2 means. You know, like simple understanding would be, okay, well, 2 equals 2 items, 2 things, 2 something. So, like, you have 2 apples, okay? But disregard that information originally, like, say if the child did not know that 2 equaled what it does equal. Okay, then the kid would not be able to figure out that 2 and 2 is 4. Because 2 is just interpreted as at that point it would be just a word. But you got to understand it's a number. You got to understand, you see what I'm saying? There's logic to it. That's what I'm saying about these puzzles. Okay, anyways, moving on. Sorry, moving on. Anyways, back to, okay, so Kazari says, well, that was well done. Whether it was dealing with Iroh's oh, for crying out loud. Illusory? One moment. Illusory. Iroh's illusory tricks, or the way you defeat those demons. Also, illusory is a same thing, same translation as saying illusion, not real. Well, yeah, illusion. Illusion's the best way I could say. Good gosh, the writing in this game. Good gosh. Anyways, eek, says Paimon. Or so Paimon might have said, but this trick of yours is getting real old, Miss Masked Maiden. So I disappoint you then? I apologize. I'll do better next time. There's no need to do better at trivial things like this. That is true. So as for Iroh, is he doing well? He was turned into stone. But he's very well? I see. Usually, when Don Quixote may make a mess, we won't... Like, I know, I'm gonna eventually stop saying that joke. But okay, anyways, continue on. We won't send anyone to deal with them as long as they don't cross the line. After all, although they are mischievous, they're kind-hearted and simple, just like children. But when Iroh dared to steal the ward for the cleansing ritual, well, that was enough to get him punished. Since the Yugo 3 were mentioned in your story, then it was probably Kamuna and Onmi Joyi, I don't know, from a past age, who did the deed. Your Kitsune mask. Miss Masked Maiden, are you Iroh's Kitsune friend? That's quite the compliment. He was actually talking about the daughter of the Hakushin bloodline, also known as the Kitsune Saigu. She was worshipped as the Kitsune goddess in many places long ago. The Sky Kitsune and Earth Kitsune were once her emissaries. After she left, they all turned into stone statues to preserve their power and await her return. And when she does, they will all walk the Baiko Plain together once more. Following her departure, the bloodline and mystical might of the Kitsune Kitsune on Norakami Island today have dwindled to less than 1/10 of what they used to be. Iroh said, our contest isn't over yet. Oh, that. This is what happened. Did you know that Iroh's full name is Iroh, the Hidden Protector of the Grove? Iroh may be dull and impish, but he's also kind and loyal. That's why the Kitsune Saigu aimed to guide him to the right path a long time ago. In order to make sure that he would comply with the Electro-Archon's rule, the Kitsune Saigu set the two of them up and got Iroh appointed as protector of the grove. This made him responsible for the safety of the Chinju forest. That's why, when the world became pitch black, the Kitsune Saigu was worried that Iroh might die while fighting against the inexorable evil in his capacity as protector of the forest. Oh, for crying out loud. One moment. Okay, I had to look up what this word was. Inexorable. Inexorable. And it says impossible to stop or prevent. Yeah. Okay, so basically she's saying might die while fighting against this impossible to stop evil in his capacity as protector of the force. Okay, that's what I'm assuming she just said. Anyways, Kazari continues. So she used a game of hide and seek, something the... Alright, I'll try to say it here, but I'm going back to the other one. Bake Denukai. Denukai? Yeah. A.K.A. Don Quixote. Are good at, as a way to challenge him. Iroh, whatever happens, they're all my magical tricks. Don't fall for them and don't show up, she said. Of course the sneaky Kitsune... Oh wait, no. Of course you sneaky Kitsune. I will definitely defeat you this time, said Iroh. And that's how their endless contest began. So Iroh is still waiting for her to come back and find him? Based on what you said about Iroh, that appears to be the case. But after a while, Iroh sensed that something was wrong and started wreaking havoc. He even stole the ward in an attempt to lure the Kitsune Saigu out. He didn't realize that it was something required for the sacred Sakura cleansing ritual. He just thought it was a comb of some importance to the Kitsune Saigu. Later on, Kamuna sealed him into stone due to that misstep. What about the Kitsune Saigu then? She was swallowed up by the darkness. In the end, after that darkness was defeated, she returned to the great land of Narukami along with the soil. And who are you then? Me? As you can see, I'm just Kazari, a shrine maiden who wants to borrow your strength to destroy these evils. That wasn't my question. Miss Masked Kazari, it's really strange you know so many things about the past that most people don't. You even know how to use Don Quixote's magic and cook tenukai dishes. But you don't know much about the present. It's almost like you're someone from a few centuries ago. We also saw someone who looked like you in our memories. She even had the same name as you. So you must be like Iroh, a Don Quixote who was sealed several centuries ago. No, that's not who I inherited her memories. As for other things, please forgive me, I cannot speak of them yet. I made you a promise, back there in the cave. So when the time comes, I will reveal everything. So, now what do we do? Let's leave it at that. Okay, if you say so. Paimon will have some faith in Miss Masked Maiden too. Thank you for your understanding. Now we must part here for the time being. Goodbye. We part in body alone, for our hearts drift with the clouds. I pray for your success beneath the well in Konda village. I shall be next to the Thunder Sakura root that you cleansed successfully. When the tree roots in all 5 places have been cleansed, please look for me there. Okay, she said the exact same thing last time. I like how Paimon's acting like we haven't seen Iroh in days or longer, and yet it's only been not even an hour. Oh, crap. I'm gonna be lucky if I make this. No, no, no! What? Come on.
We can do this. Let's dance.
Okay, so what's this all about? Oh, okay, so now we can actually finally do this. We can finally do the 8 locales over mountains and seas. Let's actually hold off on that for right now. And continue this cleansing thing, because I want to get this all done before we work on the event. Only since all this is still connected. It might come up later on saying, oh yes, you need to continue the, you know, the previous quest, blah, 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 blah. Because at this point where we're at right now, we might only be able to start this, but not finish it. So... Oh, that's why Paimon was saying it's been some time. Because this popped up. Oh. Oh. Okay, well then that makes sense. Okay, so... Still, I want to finish the other stuff first. Which means actually now we don't need to go for him anymore. I was heading towards him because I thought that was part of the one thing, but I guess not. So, that's part of the quest. Or, sorry, the event. So, oh gosh. So, yeah, on to the next spot. Okay, so now where do we go?
Just what will we come across this time?
What's this telling me? Okay, there. You happy, game? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the next part... It said it was... Where are we at here? 3 other places. Okay, so we did the forest. There's still the A place, so I'm not going to try to pronounce that. But we know where that's at. And then it also says below the tidal flats outside. Oh, tidal flats outside. Okay, okay, okay. The estate. Alright, so I'm on the wrong side. We need to go the other side. Now, I'm not sure what their translation of tidal flats means, but from my understanding of it, it means the ocean, or the beach. I'm going to say ocean probably would be better. Because tidal, I'm assuming, is a word from tide, as in you get that from the water. And then flats, well, the ocean's flat, so yeah, that's my best way to translate that. And hey, look at the little critter up there. Oh, maybe that's why the little critter's up there. We saw him before. Freaking gain some... There we go. Yeah, I remember that we saw this little critter back in Season 2 when we were going around the area here. And at the time I didn't know why this little critter was over here. Oh, now he moves. Ah! Wait, where'd it go? Oh, you know what? Maybe no. Maybe this one did move. I could have sworn he didn't move. Oh, wait. No, I remember now. He did move, but I couldn't figure out his final spot. That's what it was. And then I lost him, just like how I lost him right now. Crap. I can't believe I lost him again. He wouldn't happen to be up there, would he? I don't see anything nearby implying him unless... Whoa. Okay, we got the next ward. The problem is, where's the next shrine? Oh. That ticks me off I lost track of him. Oh, wait, there he is! I see it! Aha! Finally found you! Wait. Oh, that wasn't him. That was just a normal one. Oh, stupid. So stupid. I thought that was him. I honestly did. I thought it was him because the other ones transformed into that. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. But anyways, I also don't know where the stinking ritual place is even at. I don't see it along the rocks there. How about down here? Anything?
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though. Hey, it's just a little lightning. No need to fear it on the open ocean, so there's even less need to fear it on dry land. The more the merrier. The first round's on me.
No, 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 no. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Maybe I was pushing the wrong button. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was pushing the wrong button. Whoa. Can we like not battle over there and, you know, you not fall off the side? Gotcha. Yeah, can you please come over here? Okay, I don't have all the day for this. Ah. Oh yeah, sure, let's just get closer to the edge. So I have to go all the way down there and then come all the way back up again.
This is our majesty.
Grab, 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 grab. Got it.
Huh, where have you been hiding?
You know, I took a gamble on that because the first one was a test. But when I saw what it did, I had a feeling that that one was going to be it. And then, yeah. I didn't know. I was just assuming, and thankfully I assumed right. Okay, so I'm lost. I'm actually lost right now. It says... And below the tidal flats outside the... It says below it. Oh. Am I... Hold on, where am I at? Oh, right here. Or if that is showing the under part. Either way, we need to get... through here, to get here, to then get to here. Joy. Okay, so basically, let's fast travel over to here. If I'm understanding all this correctly.
I'll take care of it.
Crap. No, 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 no. I want the healing on the other character. Oh, no.
Let the show begin.
I shouldn't have stayed in the air too long. That long. Okay.
Just what will we come across?
Okay, so we did this overall puzzle in last episode. So now all we need to do is come down here and then activate the special thingy. I can't remember the name of it. Memento lens. That's it. Memento lens.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, wait. I think we need... No. Yeah. Or maybe not. Now what? Whoa! Okay, that kinda... I didn't see that coming. Kinda surprised me. Even though, I mean, I was like... I originally did look at the floor, as you saw. I was thinking, okay, isn't this supposed to open? But then it wasn't. I'm like, okay, did I do something wrong? I'm looking around, then I fall. And, yeah. Okay, so here's the shrine that we need to interact with. And it's another torn page. All right. Seems we need 2 wisps to get through this door here. Whoops. Oh. Okay. Well, I just found 1 wisp. Oh, okay, it's one of these ones. Alright. It turns whatever you hit plus the two that are touching it. So if we do this one, it gets that one and that one. If you do that one, it does this one and this one. If you hit this one, it hits that one and that one. And if you hit this one, it does that one and that one. So, which way do we want to go? Let's see, that one's there, that one's there. If I wish to turn them... I think the true puzzle would be keep turning... Keep rotating until you get them to the right spot. So, like, I think we'd have to do this one until we get to these two to the right spot. Then this one, then this one. I think. I mean, unless you had already set up where you could just hit maybe that one over there and this one over here. Okay, so let's see here. I need to get them all facing this direction, I think. Which would mean... So that one's out of place. This one there, that one there. Okay, so as of right now, those two are that one and that one are facing that way, and that one are facing that way. So if I want to turn... that one once. Turns that and that way. Then click this. It'll turn that. Shoot, it'll be it'll be off by one. Unless I do, let's see, if we do that one, it'll turn that one once, this one once. That means this will go that way, that will go that way. No, that wouldn't work. That's it. No, that wouldn't work either. Okay, best case, let's try this one. And then this one. Now this is gonna face this, yeah, it's gonna face this way. Those two are still facing to the side. So I need to figure out how to turn this one and this one while keeping these two. Oh, unless I go back and forth, back and forth. One should eventually push the other two ahead. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gotta rotate it 4 times. So that also 4 times. But by turning that one additional time, it's a 5th time. So the 5th time should... No, that wouldn't be 5. That'd still be 4 equal. Because that's what I'm facing this way. Shoot! Yeah, I need a 5th time.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Okay, maybe if I turn that one there...
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Until...
For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrten...
No, wait, which way? That one's facing that way. So, I turn it once, these turn that way. Then I turn this one. These ones then turn the other way.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
One. I would turn that and that this way. But I want... If I could... No. No, 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 no. I know there's... I know I can figure this out.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin de Ver...
I don't want to turn these too much because I'm going to screw up the puzzle even farther. One, so this way, that way, that way. And then that one, that straight. Okay, so both of them will be this way, both of them will be that way. Maybe if I then turn this and that once each. That wouldn't work. Crap. Also, hang on, BRB. Okay, finally back, and also, this is kind of funny. I paused the screen at the perfect time. Or, sorry, not screen. Paused the game at the perfect time, because as we can see, there's a little lizard crossing the way in the back there. It's kind of funny. Hey, he's probably just sitting there at this point. What the? Oh. Oh my god, there's tons of lizards! Whoa, 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 what?
During my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Grab. Come on. I got it. Okay, so we were working on this puzzle, and I think I had something thought out, but now I don't remember. Maybe I should look this up. Well, let me at least give my ideas a try and see if it works. Okay, so one, and then here, and lizard. Okay, so where they're at right now. Let's see, this one and that one should be facing, yeah, the same direction. And, ooh, I got them all facing the same direction. Now if I can just rotate all of them in sync. Oh, how would I do that? Crap. Okay, so if I hit this one, it's going to turn this one and that one. Uh-oh. No. No. Okay, so... left. Okay, then flip this one. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do it one at a time now. So... like, we could start with any of them. I think, right? Yeah, so if I start with this one, and then move this one, and then move this one, and then move this one. I think that's it. Let me see. So, click. So, this turn, that turn, okay. So, those two facing me. Then click. That one's still facing me. These two would now be facing towards this direction. Now, this one would be facing... alongside that one. Okay, now click again. That one now be facing that way. That one facing that way. That one ooh. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Wait, which one did I say? So yeah, I think I'll start off with this one. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so click. 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 It worked! I don't believe it! I can't believe that actually worked! I was only like thinking half the puzzle. I didn't even... I actually thought I was gonna have to do another rotation. Oh my god. I can't believe I got that.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. If something fell down here, I'm screwed. Wait a minute. Something did fall down here. No, that's that. Okay, so obviously we're going to be able to lower the water in here. Yeah. Okay, so this place is flooded at the moment. maybe when we interact with the shrine, maybe that might unflood it. Hey, let me in. Ooh, chest.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Okay, so this is the war. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that means this is a different one. Which means... Oh, now I remember. Okay, okay. I kind of forgot there for a minute. It has been a little bit since I paused. Okay, so this ward, this statue is for this shrine. The ward I already had was for the other shrine. Okay, got it. Okay, there. We're good for this shrine. Okay, so I found one of the wisps. Oh, wait a minute. No, we did find the other one. Where was the other one? I remember. It was over here near the puzzle. Yes, even though it's only been probably, what, a few minutes now? But yet, for me, it's been actually a couple hours. Okay, so there's the other wisp. Come on, let's go.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Up there, the wisp. Hey. I need you to move. Okay, we got one down. Now, where'd the other one just go? Where'd he go? There he is. And that should do it. Bingo. Hello.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Where are we at? Huh, I must not have come by this. So I don't recognize this. Even though I know I've been in the area. Well, then again. Okay, maybe not. What is that? Wait, whoa, where am I at? Okay, I know for a fact we came through here, and then went over here, and then up here. That was back in Season 2. So, how is it that what I'm looking at right now, I don't remember seeing? Thing out there. I must just beeline right past it. Just skipped it. Yeah, I think I see why. Okay, I gotta remember that's out there.
I created
That
another
might do it.
universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Okay, so we gotta figure out how to lower the water in this area. Or should I say drain the water? There seems to be a device down there, but I don't think that's what we want because we want something we can access. I can't swim underwater in this game. I wish I could. Alright, well let's solve the or cleanse the shrine here so we can at least get this part done. Oh no. It's another one of these crisscross. Okay, I'm gonna say this is definitely number one, duh. So that'll be in the middle. The 6 o'clock position. This one right here has got to be the one in the like 8 o'clock position. Yeah, and then the one over there, that's the like 11 o'clock position. That one over there. Wait, where's that? Oh. Okay, that one would be the 2 o'clock. Or I'm sorry, 1 o'clock. The 1 o'clock position. That would be... That one there would be the 4 o'clock. So... Oh my god, it actually worked. I was taking cues from the last puzzle.
I've got the upper hand. I'm ready. This isn't over. Fall before me. I've got the upper hand. You win this battle.
But anyways, taking cues from the last puzzle, it still does not solve the original answer to the last puzzle. Because what I did this time was, instead of following it like the originals, where it'd be 1, then it would go to 2, then it would go to 3, then it would go to 4, and then it would go to 5, the cues I was following from this one was... This one would be stage 1. It would then go off to stage 2, which would be over there, and over there. And then they would go to stage 3, which would be that one and that one. That's what I figured with this one. But the other one still does not make sense, because it had that fourth one that just... No, it just still even... Yeah, because I even showed it when we were there. It just still, it made no sense. This one, though, at least had logic. The other one still didn't, based on the answer. Unless the answer was glitched. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so far I don't see a way to lower the water. Unless I have to swim all throughout that whole tunnel. Maybe there's something on the other side. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's try it. Now, before we do, though, I need a certain team.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so basically, what... I forgot to switch it. Okay, so basically with this team here, the two wind characters decreases stamina consumption by 15%. Alright, so we're going to need that. And then, the special on Beto... decreases swimming stamina consumption for your own party members by 20%. So, yeah. That 20% there, plus the stamina reduction from the other two. So, should make it that we should be able to swim through here really, really easy. And at full speed, too. Okay, I didn't even know that door was there. Wow. Well, at least now we have a easier route back. Oh, I wonder if they control the water. Another old stone slate. Okay, so... this is to ensure that I don't accidentally hit something I'm not supposed to. Alright, so what does what? Go figure. Oh, that one does that one. Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that, actually, you know what? No, there is no good news. Oh, wait, no, there is. One more. There's the good news. Alright. The bad news was going to be I was going to say I screwed up, but I guess I didn't.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Yeah, I got lucky. That's all it was. I was on something at first, but then I screwed up, and then I somehow... Whoa! Saved it. Wait a minute. Did the water go down with the puzzle, or did the water go down with the device? I'm going to say it was the device there. Oh, then also, let's switch the one character back.
Ready when you are.
Okay, we finally have access to down here, and hello. Now, I'm pretty sure it was the puzzle, because I remember seeing the water still here whenever... Well, and then again, it could have been slowly going down. I missed it. Alright, where's this go? Oh no. Well, I'm screwed. Okay, they're not actually putting up as much of a fight as the other thing. They keep pushing me away, while I keep pushing back. Ow. Okay, how do I get around those shields? Just wait for them, or what? Now. Oh, he jumped. You jerk. There it goes. Okay, we finally found the waypoint. Oh, whoops. Hey, stupid, you missed it. Ta-da! Okay, what the hey happened down here? How did these ships get down here? Wait, is there something behind us? No. How about back there? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. That's where that barrier was at. I better be careful here. If I go through there, it might close up on me. Wait, are you... Uh-oh.
I've got this in hand. Cut down. Like this.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Whoops. Oh! Farmer's treasure. Report back to SJ. Huh? I don't remember that quest. Oh! Oh, wait, him. He's on that island, right? Yeah, okay, okay, okay. I know what that is now. Yeah, the name threw me off, though. Alright, let's see if the wall comes up. No, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the same... Oh, yes, we're in the same room. I'm on the different opposite side. I couldn't go up here before. Okay. Enemies? Wait. Before we continue.
We can do this!
Yes, we can.
Let's dance!
Behold, the Princess Endeavor.
Okay, here's that one doorway. Wait, what's her special? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oops. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you turkey. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think I understand the puzzle. I've done these before. Yep. Yeah, it's actually quite easy, especially if you've done them before, like I said. I have.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Oh, another one. Cool, cool. Ooh, a larger one. Oh, and it even has... Okay, okay, okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on. This one, if I'm not mistaken, we do the entire outer ring first, and then we reel it in and do the inner ring. I think that's what I'm looking at on this one. I was right. Now, I like that puzzle. I mean, I like those puzzles. Whoa, what is this? It's the domain. Oh, we finally found it. I actually completely forgot about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Destiny has brought me hither.
Yes. And it's a one-time... Yeah, that's right. It's a one-time thingy. Again, we will be getting to all the one-timers in this season. One-time domains. I don't know what else to call them at the moment. Alright, looking at the time of this episode. We'll be ending this episode relatively soon. We just need to get a little bit more through this huge underground cave, if you will. I don't even know what we want to call this. I don't want to say dungeon, because it's not a dungeon. I guess huge underground area might be okay, I guess, or cave. I don't know. Yeah, actually, we're almost done searching the entire cave anyways. Okay, I gotta know. If I go down here, is it gonna block it back up? No. Okay, so that must be either they've changed that since this first came out, or it was a glitch. Because, as I said... What was it, in this episode? Or last episode? When did I say that? Anyways, I don't remember when I said it, but I said on how I read up that there was people that came down in here that they could get into this room here, but then they couldn't get back out. And there was even other people saying, like, by design, it's stupid, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, that either meant it was a glitch back when this first came out, you know, in Inazuma here, and people were discovering this, or it was that way, and, you know, since then was changed. But either way, I can confirm that at least as of 2.5, version 2.5, you can go down there and come out as long as you have drained the water and gone through, which of course you have to, so yeah, I don't see how else we could get in here. Unless that's an entrance. No, couldn't be. We're underwater. No. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, we just need to find out what's in these few rooms, and then we will be done with this episode. Uh-oh. they respawned there. Like how she's looking up at it like, oh no. Okay, that was actually dumb on my part. But I just did. Oh, and that was even more stupid. I could have actually had this guy defeated already had I not played it. So dumb. Yeah, I should start off with the Luke. Then moved on over to Beto. Yeah, because Beto would have been able to get the overdrive from the flames. Because that first attack with Beto on the other one, I was basically going electric against electric, and it just wasn't pushing out as much damage as it could have.
Destiny has brought me hither.
Okay, we need some electricity to get into that room back there. Which, what's in here? Seagrass. Okay, I'm confused. What else was the purpose of that? Maybe for a quest later on. Maybe there might be something there in that spot. Wait, what? Oh, for crying out loud. I need to upgrade that. Oh! That means we need to come back down here at some point. By then I'll forget. I hate that. Backtracking is fine in certain scenarios and certain situations. How do I put this? Let me say it this way. Backtracking is fine unless it's in a really secluded area like this that you probably only go through once. Let me say it like that. Yeah. I mean, if this was like a linear-based game, or well, not linear. Oh, maybe like if this was like, say, one of those 2D games where you have like this giant map you go through, blah 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 blah, and you can like backtrack to order. I mean, yeah, that's one thing. This, I might never come down here again for all I know. This game's huge. It's not like, one of those little games stuff. Okay, I guess we've seen everything down here then. Other than, of course, the, thing I can't go through. Yeah. So, daylight, freedom. We've been down here for hours. The fresh air. 2 seconds there, a storm rolls in, whoosh, blows us away. Anyways, okay, so I gotta remember that, which of course I put a marker there. However, the marker, here's the stupid part though. A marker would not do me any good for down below, because that would only show on the overworld map. It would only show on here. It would show on the island, and I'll be like, oh wait, now I can put a note there. Oh! Okay. So, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Where am I gonna put the note? I gotta put the note somewhere. I gotta put a note here. Note for later. Okay, I can put the note right here on the edge. Alright, and then we'll use that. And then name it... Oh, wait, no. Underground. Just put underground. Electro door underground. Yeah, I should remember that. And I put the thing right there so we can find the entrance again. Yeah. That should work. Oh. Always gotta check to see if you can go behind the waterfall. It's a thing. You know what? I'll just keep her in the party for right now. Even though it's pretty much suicide. Alright, where... There. Okay, so at the beginning of next episode... We'll go to the Sakura tree, or whatever it's called. Wait, what's it called? Narukami Shrine Sacred Sakura. Or Sakura, whichever way. So yeah, we'll go there at the beginning of the next episode. See if we can unlock any more levels, because we did get a lot of sigils. All over the place, so... Yeah. So we'll head up there, do that, and then afterwards, wrong one. After that, we will then head on over to... Actually, we gotta find the one that's behind the estate here. The shrine, the Sakura shrine, the Thunder Sakura, whatever you call it, shrine. We gotta still find that. Maybe I'll look that up on the internet. Just at least give me an idea where to look. Because originally it said, you know, behind the estate and the flats, you know, the tidal flats. That would be down below. Unless it didn't mean like literally right next to it. Maybe it meant down the road here? Maybe even down here? Wait. See, I don't know which way is the front. Is the door right here to this part the front? Or is this door here the front? Which would mean this is the back. If this is the door. Coming this way. Or unless the gate is the door and then this is the back. Because if this is the back, then it means we need to go down here. If it's... This is... Or sorry, yeah. If this is the back, we need to go down here. I'm confused. I'm totally confused. I just don't know. Well, either way, we'll figure it out in the next episode. And then maybe next episode might finally get around to that event. Yeah, we'll get to it eventually. Alright, anyways, that's going to be it for episode 3 of season 3 of Genshin Impact. We'll, of course, be back next time with episode 4, where, well, you already know the rest. But anyways, again, that's it for this episode. So until next time, keep on gaming.
Diamonds in the sky, shades of pearl and green. Fire burning hearts in darkest places. There's never been a better time to feel alive. I found a way, we're past the lines where truth won't lie. Life is waiting on the other side. Follow me into the underground. Watch the world changing as the sun goes down. Follow me into the underground. Whoa, follow me into the underground. Into the under.